left. I haven't quite figured out how to do the 255 here. Because fast forward doesn't work, and I don't think this emulator has turbo up. So, this is gonna be a thing. Potentially. Okay, step one, don't gain time. That's a really bad idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I actually doing this? A77. I already don't know where I'm at anymore. 15 maybe, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 maybe, 24 maybe. I might be off by a couple. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So how's everyone's counting abilities? 39. Was I at 39 already? 40 maybe. I'm not gonna count. It's just gonna happen at some point. Kind of want to know how far I am though. You lost count. Good. Not good. Don't worry, is what I meant to say. I lost count after like 15. I could just cheat it. I could just cheat it. But where's the fun in that at this point? Now I already started. Now I'm committed to doing this. It's just gonna take like 10 minutes or something. What am I doing? I'm entering a door. A lot of times. Until something happens. It's gonna take a while. I need to enter this door 255 times. I don't know, I guess I'm at 100 maybe. 80 to 100 I would guess. So like almost halfway through. Ish. Kind of. Stop missing the door, please. Stop missing the door. Actually, mm, that's gonna have a no Yoshi intro. I think, but I might as well take Yoshi with me. It looks funnier that way. Please stop missing the door. Please stop missing the door. Only like 150 left, maybe. I don't think I'm gonna keep Yoshi. I need to remember to put a save state afterwards, because I'm going to have to do a jump at the end of that, and I don't currently have rewinds. And I don't want to do this again. I mean, I guess if I miss it, I'm just gonna cheat. Any minute now. I actually have no idea how far I am now. It's not cheating if I get there before I cheat. I don't agree, but I think you're right. Like, it's definitely still cheating. However, I would absolutely agree that anyone who cares at that point, I mean, I don't know, isn't me, I guess. I mean, I don't even care about cheating this normally, without having gotten there. This is not interesting. This is just entering a door 255 times. That is not... that you don't start on. I'm kind of just doing this because I'm committed at this point. Oh, there you go. It's... Oh! Oh no. Wait. Wait. This is not the level I expected to land on. That's a problem. Yeah, so the thing with the save state is I don't know if a save state is gonna be useful now. I thought I would get the 101, but no, I get the whatever this level is. -1 left, yes. This one. I mean, technically I have 68 exits on this hack and one on this save file and one exit on the other save file. So this would be the 70th exit. Except apparently one of them uses the same event, so technically it's not, but whatever. But yeah, I think I am too late to put a save state now. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I don't think I'm getting through this. But I don't actually know how to get through this even. Huh. Huh. Can't get a mushroom. I can't even start select here. Huh. Well, I'm not doing that again. So let me quickly find the address. How do I find the address? What would it be called on the RAM map? It's somewhere in the 14 region, I believe. Door. Counter that increments every time a door is entered. 14-1A. Yep, the second one in the hack. I'm not doing that again. So let me just do that. Add that. Do that. There you go. Right, so what do I actually do then? Nope. Yep. Is time helpful? I don't know why it would be. I'm not making it just from Yoshi, right? Yeah, there's no way. Oh. Doesn't work? guess not. I was hoping that timer would not be reset. Mm. Oh, the time is reset. Why are they facing the other way now? What? I don't understand how these fish determine their facing direction. Maybe it's the frame counter. This is not a thing, right? No, that's not a thing. I don't know why that would have been. Oh, you do this. That's messed up. And also I'm too late now. That's messed up. You put it 255 and a frame perfect door entry at the end of that. So you have to count. I guess you can get somewhat consistent at that, but that's still messed up. Okay, well. I can start the actual level, I guess. Reset door. Reset door. I don't think I can be fast enough. Yeah. What's up? I guess there's no side exits, right? That's why I can't just enter the... That's why the screen border is here, I mean. I mean, I can 255 again. Check if that leads me somewhere else, but at best I can get a side exit. Not side exit. At best I can get a midway. I already have a midway. I'm not keeping. Not keeping P meter there. Yeah, no chance. Oh, that might be helpful. Come on, I just want to see if I can make it. Hmm. Oh, it just gets stuck there. I guess that's what you do. Come on. I guess that's why this is here. So you don't try to make it as quickly as possible. Okay. Really? Can I make that? I should do it twice. There are two of them there. Oh, there are. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like that. Eh. Wait, I think I know. Yeah. Think I know what that means. Except I absolutely do not know what that means. Eh. Get through, please. This is such a jump. Thank you. What it probably means is that I cannot land on the ground after doing this. Which most importantly means I don't know how to get past this platform. And that probably means I need to... Maybe I don't. Maybe this is right. I was worried I would have to understand this. But maybe this works. Yep. Okay. I do not have to understand it. No. Whatever happens here, I'm gonna have to understand it. I'm gonna want to understand it later anyway. Because I'm kind of curious what actually triggers that. Because there's one level that I completely skipped by doing stupid wall jumps. That had the same situation. And I guess it probably is just some RAM address being set that allows me to survive that. Anyway, what am I doing here? Should have probably made an extra save state, but oh well. Should have definitely made an extra save state, too bad. Kind of hoping there'd be something behind that. Uh... It's the end of the level. And I actually don't see. Wait. Those are down-facing clouds. Concerning. Mildly concerning. Is it time for lunar magic? It's probably not even gonna show me anything though. I don't know what lunar magic would show me. Unless you can just go above the level here. Makes that disappear. As I would expect. If nothing else going on there. I guess there might be a hidden coin block there. But... wait, no. Might be there anyway. I actually got a wall clip there. I guess there could be something under that coin. Come on. Really? This is not high enough. Yeah, it's like even worse than last time. There you go. Was that worth it? Probably not. Go figure. There's nothing under that coin. Yeah, Temple Lunar Magic, I guess. What level would that be? 21. This one. See, I can't go above. That's what I expected, but good to have confirmed. And there is, in fact, nothing that Lunar Magic shows me that I wasn't already able to see. Ah, no, there actually is something. Huh. What does that mean? It might mean something. How do I jump off of these? Huh? Shouldn't that be impossible? Weird. How would I go back though? And what would that even get me? It doesn't help. Even if I was able to go here, I would be able to go down here, enter this door, and then accomplish absolutely nothing. No vertical scroll. Just gonna make sure there's nothing here. Already way past the area, past the relevant area. There's nothing here. I am in sprite mode, I'm very smart. Yeah, there's nothing there. Interesting. I don't even know how to get past anything. Like, I don't know how to get to the door. And that's level CD. I don't even know what that is. That's not FF. There might be more afterwards. S- I don't want I don't want to check yet if I don't even know how to get there. But maybe I should. I don't know what I would take through this door though. Mhm. And I don't even know how to get through here. This one I thought maybe this urchin would push me through, but I don't think that would even happen. I guess these coins might just be there for hiding these, so that these tiles don't show up. Because, I don't know, using... I guess there's no air standard object, but these are direct map 16, so yeah. Huh. Guess I... Yep, yep. Level continues. This just looks like a wall jump, and then another wall jump. Doesn't matter if I can't get there. Very curious and strange, and how many are there? Ah, it's only 3 urchins. That's why I was able to. That's why I was able to jump through that. Jump off of that. Is there anyone in 121? It's very funny. Luna Magic shows it over here, but in reality the sprite is over here and only this one shows up. Very good. And I don't have Yoshi. Hmm. later, please. I really don't see it though. Come on. Just... Why is this a full jump? Okay. I am out of ideas. Oh. Yeah, that's what I expected. And that only gets me a midway, which I already have. Really? I guess having this at the end of the other 255 would not have been much better. Actually, that door entry is probably more that message box door entry is probably more consistent than this. Come on. Actually, if I had a Yoshi, I guess that's why it's not this room on the other 255, because if I had a Yoshi, I don't think there was a, I don't think there was a no Yoshi intro in this level. Right, if there was, it would have immediately kicked me out. So there definitely isn't. Can you, like, please make it? Thank you. I just got the midway again. Which is not helpful. Go figure. Okay. I shouldn't play on that save state. I am very much out of ideas then. There's only one frame in between. One of these frames will have to work. There you go. That's obviously not gonna do anything though. That's of course not going to do anything though. Why would it? even if I was on the other side, I have no idea what to do. I didn't expect the last level to uh, get me stumped completely. I don't even see an alternative route. Like some stupid wall jump maneuver. I see nothing. How do you get Mario to run backwards? You don't. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. If you mean this, then I mean he's just falling backwards. But yeah, running backwards I don't think is a thing. If you mean swimming backwards, then that's because the video is probably 30 FPS. And it just looks like that. Because when swimming you want to alternate left and right every frame to lose less speed. Mario was running but facing the other direction. Well, again, I don't think that's a thing. But if you have a video, I'd be curious. Maybe I'm just forgetting something. How do you... How do you get through this? And honestly, this looks like I'm supposed to have Yoshi. But there's no way I'm gonna have Yoshi here. How would I have a Yoshi here? Uh, uh, I am so confused. Am I really going to give up on the last level and look at the solution for this one? I'm so confused. You don't have a video? Well, I can't say anything more about that then. It may have been a different game. I see. Standard object commands. And all of them are standard object commands. There's just nothing. What is this level? Oh no, it's so good. But yeah, as far as I know, um, that's just not a thing. So I'm not sure. Well, what more to say about that? It could always be that I'm just forgetting something, or that I don't know something. But I would be surprised if I had never seen that. I am so confused. Also, I completely neglected to check, but was the message you got actually the same? The message you got after doing this here? Did not actually check that. So, what tile is even responsible for this? I guess it's probably one of the tiles here. I don't know what level that would be. I don't want to find it. I definitely can't go above the level. But like, what is this? What can you possibly do here? Oh, what can you possibly do here? I just see nothing. There's so little stuff. Like, this setup seems pretty obvious. And then you just are here. I mean, one thing that you can maybe do is duplicate this one up. Question mark, question mark, question mark. What would that give you? Key. That would be useful. I guess that's probably what you do. Right, with a key I would also know how to get up here, but how do you duplicate this? Can you duplicate that? I guess you must be able to. Because what else is there? Nothing. But this is not a thing. Right? Oh no. This is a thing though. This is messed up. Okay. It has a reset door, but really, the way you mess this up is by collecting the Yoshi coin, which does not reset. I guess not always. You can. There's a decent chance you don't mess it up by. You mess it up by pressing the P switch alone. Might also be a setup for this. There you go. Except you also have to... God, this is messed up. I mean, this is messed up can be said about pretty much every single level in this hack. Oh, come on. I got the side tube again. There's a testing channel now. Huh. I guess it was only a matter of time before that happened. Come on. I don't know what I can't tell what inputs I'm doing to get it. This is messed up. Ah, there you go. Gotta save state friendly. Okay. Alright. Well, the rest of this should be fairly straightforward. And you can still reset, okay. Come on. Really? There you go. Alright. Progress. Oh, you don't do a wall jump, you just use this thing. That makes sense. This is 4 blocks. Why am I struggling? This is 4 blocks. Why am I struggling? I guess I don't actually know how to get P-speed optimally. There you go. Okay. So what are those Settings here. Uh, oh, it's probably no scrolling. Yeah, and you have to enter this door to get the midway. I see. And I'm guessing 7? 7 might be probably is high enough. Right. Go figure. I can never remember where exactly it is. Anyway, uh, I guess you get hit here. Yeah. There you go. Obviously, what you do. Who would even have to think about that one? I assume that's actually what you do though. Haven't seen that glitch used. Well, honestly, anywhere outside of my hack. And there you go. That was the final level. And I got a 1 to close it out. Close it. Sure, whatever. And I'm guessing that's the event that triggers when you do the other exit. Because that's something I wanted to check now. Because apparently the other level, this one, unlocks an event in the main world, and I'm guessing it's this one. I can just check that. Wait, did I save? I guess so. Oh no. I'm here now. I can't check. I can't check because I'm here now. Well, I can check in Lunar Magic. That's level 123 and event 44. And yep, this is the same event. That makes sense. Alright, so with that, I guess I'm done. What the heck? God, this last level took quite a while. Mostly because I really should have thought about doing this before. Like, duplicating this before, because it looks like a very obvious setup. I just didn't immediately see that this was possible. Otherwise I would have tried it. I don't know why I had to exhaust all my other options first. All my non-existent other options. Before I even thought about that again. Yeah, that was a fun hack. Alright, so what were all the levels? This one, I'm pretty sure I did the intended way. There's not much you can do here. This one, I mean, I'm fairly certain I did the intended way of in the end as well. This one I'm kind of curious about. So let me open the clear video. Actually, I'll be right back and then we'll just look at all the levels again. There's OBS. Alright, let me... What level is this? How am I ever gonna find all these? Oh! I'm sorry. You just jump there? Oh, that... Okay, maybe I should watch the entire video. I didn't want to do that on stream, but honestly, maybe it's worth doing that. I immediately see like several different strats. Uh, like immediately went wrong by throwing all of these to the side. I realized the second time I played through this, but you can just grab them like this. Let's watch it. It's an hour 14. Also, please shut up. But yeah, I guess this is actually interesting. um, huh. I didn't think about doing this trick. But that's really neat. Oh, I'm so going to be watching this in 2 hours still. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, you just do this. That's an interesting setup. This is an interesting setup. Like throwing this up first and then this one and then grabbing that one. Much less of a pain than what I did. I'm actually... Okay, so you do... I guess I'm watching the entire thing. You do actually do the invisible Yoshi thing. Not... I tried that for a while, but I really couldn't get it. Good luck, yeah. It's just... I'm guessing they're not in order of Lunar Magic. Because I was actually mostly looking for this one, but I guess I can... If I knew... Ah, that's gonna be so much effort to look up though. Actually, I guess it's not. Because it's ironwood. It's 558. Whatever. Is this just going to be in midair getting hit? No. Oh. That's a thing you can do? I guess that's a thing you can do when you're big. Huh. I feel like I knew that, but also, what? It's certainly a setup for a live farm. in a hack where lives just really do not matter because infinite lives is a thing. And then you just get hit on that guy, yeah. And beat the level. Makes sense. This one's just... You enter. There's nothing going on here. Is there a setup for this? I guess there is a setup for this. It's just walking into the wall here. Oh wait, he has... Right. Dewey has input display on. That's nice. Yeah, you do just... I guess it depends on what frame you press Y on. Or how long you press Y for, I guess. I can't imagine this is a consistent setup. I want to find the levels. How do I want to look at them in Lunar Magic so I can actually... But they're not going to be in order. It's going to be a nightmare to find. How do I best do this? I don't know. So I'm guessing... Yeah. You do the... And you do lose your spin jump there to keep your state. Yeah, that's what we figured after playing through it. Ah, wait, what? Right, how do you do this? Wait, huh? This is exactly why I want Lunar Magic. I don't just want to watch this. I actually want to look at... I'm not gonna find the levels. How do I do this? What level is this? Emberdale. I guess I can go here, but there's no control F I can do in this one. And Ambergate, Emberdale, 117. Yeah, okay. I guess there's just a shell there. Well, that clears up how to get past that. I don't know why I didn't think about checking that. I think I hit that block and then just saw there was nothing coming out of it, and then dismissed any other options. And then you just beat it. What happened here? Right. There's nothing going on there. This one I'm curious about. What is this? Wildflower Village. This is awful. I need Control F for this. Wild, wild, wild. That's 6. Oh, it's right above the start level. I mean, I guess I don't. I think this one I actually did it the intended way. I believe HF said that you don't need a setup for this, so I wonder if there's going to be a setup. I'm guessing he loses the um, Goomba on the chucks up here. Yeah, and then you just enter the door, I guess. What? How? Seriously? I guess this is less precise than I thought, or maybe this is not an RTA. I mean, I don't think this is an RTA playthrough, but uh, I don't think this would be using a script, I guess. Or maybe it is using a script. Or maybe this is maybe you don't actually need to have a setup. Like maybe you don't need to be on like subpixel 0. Maybe that's just not the case, and I'm wrong. Could be. I don't know how that works. This is the level that I wanted to look at. Oh, I didn't do a single of those drops. Okay, so you can just make it. What I did at the end was dropping it so that I have enough time, but you can just make it. It's kind of what I expected. I guess I guess Louis been dropping these a lot as well, so maybe the last one is actually a time expanding drop. I don't think so. I think you can just make it. Yeah, do it from behind and not from in front, because we are not playing Armageddon. I don't know what I was thinking. This one's just a frame perfect. I don't think there's anything. Actually, wait. What are the inputs here? Right. This is the one where uh, having buttons is a problem. Pressing buttons is a problem. I don't remember what I did here. I think the reason why I didn't make it through all the way might be because I didn't do it optimally like this. Because I potentially just literally couldn't with the keyboard that I'm using, which is just great, honestly. Yeah, I guess you can just make that. It's just flying. Weird. Huh, okay. I don't think pretty sure I did this the intended way. You just get hit. Yeah. Then you have a shell. Yeah. I've actually never seen the them getting stuck up here. I feel like there's potential for a puzzle there, because I assume you can do that um, by just throwing the shell up and then getting hit as it jumps out. Oh. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be... Huh? You can just make this? How do you do this? Wait, seriously? You can just make that? I swear I tried that. Yeah, I mean, I just I just got P speed on this 3 tile gap and got extremely annoyed. Um, that sure isn't fun to do. Huh. And then you just get hit there. Yeah, the rest is clear. I think for this one, I'm kind of surprised that you can make that, but I guess I'm just bad because there didn't seem to be any inputs that there really weren't any inputs that would be like questionable. Very weird. I guess here the timer actually runs out, so you only do a normal jump. Huh. Well, that is certainly significantly better than what I did. Who would have thought? So yeah, that's definitely it did the ending correctly. Something at least. Oh. Oh! You you duck fly here, and then you get hit. And then you don't have the problem of... Huh. And then you fly here again. Why does... Wait, no, the flight thing is what I did as in the end as well. Right. Yeah. That was interesting. I don't think I... Maybe I did duck fly, and I just completely forgot. Huh. Weird. I think I might have just completely forgotten. I really like that you just can't make it. Like if you do it perfectly, get hit, use the most invincibility frames that you can get, you just can't get out of here. I like that you have to use the B button thingy. I am very good at articulating stuff today. Honestly, in general, that is not a today problem. But anyway, I like that you have to like press B or jump, I guess, to get into flight state to get hit here again. I thought that was neat. Here you just make it, do the frame perfect trick, and then you just fly up. This one I'm curious about. So I'm guessing, what level is this? Black Veil. $14. So I'm guessing you can actually get this, and then you just, this one you get for free, this one you collect by flying, this one you just get. Yeah, I guess in the end that really only mattered for this one. This is the one that I didn't know how to get. And I'm guessing you just do it. Ah, duck fly into that just gets it. I guess that makes sense because coin hitbox. Okay. That's a neat setup. I'm slightly upset that I didn't think about that because I feel like I should have. I definitely know that. That if you align yourself with the block like this, you can collect coins on the next column over, but not get hit by munchers, for example. Hmm. That makes a lot of sense. Well, and yeah, then you just do this. What are the inputs for this? I did this accidentally. I guess you just pull back with B and then go back forward again. Yeah. And you get it again. And then you duck fly. Yep. And you don't try and clip back out and then get the first one because that's just awful. Don't do that. Yeah, that makes sense. I really should have thought about that, but oh well. What was this one? I mean, yeah, you just play I wanna be the guy. I did do that correctly. But like, water jump around a spike. I guess it I guess it's not a falling spike. Spikes usually aren't moving in fan games, but I've seen that jump in needles so much. But yeah, would have been surprised if there was anything going on there. What was this level? I mean, you just do it. This is just hard. What was this level? Silver Gate. I had a visible at some point. Yeah, it was an early one. I mean, I think I did this one correctly. Can't imagine there's anything going on. You keep P-speed. To midair. Right, I paused at the end. Do you pause here? Ew. That's awful. Is the frame rule consistent? I guess it uses retries, so the level frame rule probably is consistent. So you're most likely always required to use inputs, use the pause. Huh. Huh. This one I assume I did the, well, more or less intended way. Yeah, my fish setup was slightly worse, but I've actually never seen that either. Like the way these fish interact. First of all, the fact that you can still spin jump off of them, but also the way they interact with the slopes. I don't think I've ever really seen that. That was an interesting one. My fish setup definitely wasn't as good as this though. There's so many levels in this. Right, this one. Did you do the like spin off this thing trick? Spin off this, what am I talking about? Jump off while being higher. Like you jump off here and in the air on this frame you press B when you're technically already off, and then you get a high bounce way further to the right than you would normally get. I actually only learned this while playing um, The Abyss. I wouldn't have known that otherwise. I probably would have still figured it out, just because what else do you do? But it probably would have taken a bit longer. And then here, I guess you just do the thing. Oh, that's what you do. Wait, what did I do in the end? I must have done the same, right? I don't remember doing that, but I must have. Like, jump here uh to get hit by the guy. By the bullet bill. I must have done that. I completely forgot if I did though. Okay, this one I'm also curious about. Because here apparently, what's this one? Iron Mount Hill. Iron Mount Hill. I wish you could filter. Guess it's probably faster to just look here. Stick 113. Yeah. So you're probably supposed to initiate belly slide here. HF pointed that out. And that would make sense. Apparently you can keep that even when you're small, so... You, you pause. Obviously you pause to set this up. Why Did I not think about that? Of course you pause to get around the problem that I was having. I feel silly now. I mean, first of all, I didn't know about this, so whatever. But after Jeff told me about it, I actually tried to do it, and then I had the problem that if you press B on the ground, then you jump, and you can't do it while you can't get a high bounce off the shell with that. But if you don't do it, then if you do it in the air, then you float and miss the shell. But of course, you can just pause. Like, you should have thought about that. So I'm guessing you're in that state now. You just do that. Yeah. And then you stay in that. Ah, you use the key to stop your slide. That's amusing. And then you just go over there. What are the inputs used here? Just up. Huh. Apparently that just works. What? Excuse me? You're supposed to do what here? Uh, what level are we in? 108? Don't do that. Don't do that either. Don't do that either. Ah. Oh my god, I hate everything. Pressing all the wrong buttons. I want to go to Lunar Magic. No, I want to go back and see what level you entered. This one. 14. No. Am I stupid? Oh, it's that one over there. 1E. Okay. What is the benefit of that? I don't see what the benefit of that is. You just Yoshi fly, I guess. I guess it's hard to climb up with this RTA. Oh no. It's hard to set this up RTA. That makes sense. Because yeah, this is pretty difficult to set up RTA. Because then you can't get hit. And then you climb up normally anyway. Well, normally. And you do need the cape here. That makes sense. Yeah. I get here the thing is that your P meter, I guess your P meter runs out 1 frame later after you stop. I don't actually know how this works. Wanna look at this with the script. Yeah, like you still have P meter. I guess on this frame you have P meter. No, you immediately lose P meter. Is that some weird order of operations thing within the frame? Huh, interesting. I guess what happens is your P meter is still at the end. You get your your P meter is checked. Actually, no. What happens is probably you get blocked. Your speed decreases to 0. Then you jump. And your P meter is still 112 at that point. So your takeoff meter is being set. But your speed is already set to 0, so you only do a small jump. And then the P meter decreases. But your takeoff meter is already set. I guess that's what's happening here probably. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I'm not going to check the code for that. Here you just do that. You just ignore the... You just ignore. I completely accidentally did that. Completely accidentally did that. And when I was just jumping around, I was really stuck on that for quite a while. I'm guessing here you just, yeah. This I did pretty much the intended way. I'm pretty sure. Can't imagine you can do much else here. This is just a boo boss. Yeah. You need Yoshi here. And he disappears. When the boo boss gets defeated. But the boo boss doesn't die. Like he disappears from under you, but you're technically still riding him because you didn't dismount. This one I'm curious. just throw it up? Huh? Wait, did... Oh, that's neat. That's really cool. Okay. That's so subtle. Wait, why does that work? I have to look at this as well now. Why does this work? Oh god. Suddenly different palettes. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Uh, was it you? No. It's you. No, what's... Wait, no. What's happening is something completely different. Not what I thought at all. But you do set it up. Yeah, okay. So what's happening here is that you stomp here and then it has Y speed, positive, negative Y speed, which you can see here, minus 53. And then you just get hit, which is going to... It had minus 56 at the end, but then you... at the start, but then you get hit, which lets it go for 1 frame. But as long as you don't drop it at this point, then it's going to keep the speed. And when it wakes up, it's not going to stop having it, so that's really interesting. I completely forgot about that mechanic being a thing. Well, mechanic, in quotes. Guessing you just do it. Yeah, you just do it. Here you just pause. Still don't fully understand why that works, like why the pausing, scrolling sometimes is consistent, sometimes isn't, but nothing really going on. This one's interesting. Oh, you wall jump here? I don't... I swear I tried this. Like, I swear I tried this and it didn't work. I don't understand what I did wrong. And I remember that when I did it with the Lua script and actually showing what's going on up there, then it just worked. And I entirely have absolutely no idea what happened there. And I guess here you do. Yeah, it's just do a wall clip. I did the wall clip on the left side, which in hindsight was kind of necessary. I didn't think of, I didn't think about the fact that you can do it on the right as well. Well, I didn't know you can spin when getting hit to avoid getting off of invisible Yoshi. I didn't know you can do that. I feel like that might be potential for a break somewhere. But on the other hand, you also lose power up, or have to sacrifice a power up for it, so it probably isn't as helpful as I think. But yeah. And then you just do it. This one we already went over. Here the thing is that apparently it's chain. Like once you bounce off, you start a chain, bounce chain. And when that happens, you can also kill them when you go up. Didn't know that. Or probably knew that at some point, but forgot again. It's not a mechanic that you see often. Oh, you can just make it. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's funny. It's just you clip through like that. And then you have 5 items. Yeah, I just duplicated the P-switch up here. Did a Yoshi jump up here, duplicated the P-switch up here, duplicated my turn blocks, and then took my Yoshi that I already had. Which of course was not the intended solution, but like, you know, it worked. This is just difficult. Like, this jump in particular here seems like insane to me. You have to be so precise and then hit the right frame. And then still make it here. I, I guess you don't have to make it here, I see. You just have to make it on that. Okay, that makes sense. This one, I think, was just gimmicky. Yeah, this one was just gimmicky. There's nothing going on. Very amusing. But nothing interesting glitch-wise happening. Yeah, here... I'm glad I realized that you can do the up throw at some point because, yeah, that would have been a mess. I didn't know you can double grab like this. You have to already be holding it. You have to already be holding one of the grab buttons, X in this case, and then press the other one, Y in this case, to grab the item. I didn't know that was possible. Oh, yeah, I got that eventually. I got the I ate the oh no words please. I I am halfway through the video. Not even halfway through the video. God. Okay. What am I doing? I ate, yeah, this block. I ate this block, which happened here as well. Apparently, what you can do is, um, if Yoshi eats this one, like this sprite right here, this Mega Mall, he's gone now, but technically Yoshi is still eating it. So right now, the light switch, I believe, spawned. And when you start the double eat right here, it actually eats the initial one again, which is still linked to that sprite slot. So it eats uh, the light switch on the right here. I didn't know that was a thing. It's an interesting version of an item swap, I guess. I wonder what happens if you like put a power up in there. I guess you probably grow immediately. I feel like there's potential for stuff there as well. And yeah, of course, the trick that you duck and then jump off them so that Yoshi eats the platform the Mega Mall you're on. Yeah, you just do this and jump off there. Yeah, the rest I did the intended way. Oh yeah, this one, you should just make it up there. Like, excuse me. Apparently you can just make that. I don't get it. Uh, That's a frame perfect. Up, down, flip. I just pressed left and up and down on the same frame because keyboard. And I don't care about disabling that. So here another thing that Louis actually messaged me about at some point. But what's happening here is that if you duck, then the cluster boost sprite here will actually still think that you have the entire full standing up hitbox as if you were standing up, which means that if you jump into the ceiling here, for the ceiling you can jump up until here, until Mario's head is here, but for the boo, your hitbox is actually up here, or like way into the wall, which allows you to get hit. I didn't know about that, but that makes this a lot easier. But also, I still don't understand why I didn't get hit, even though the script said I would. Anyway, that initial jump on the left, though, I have no idea why that just worked. I don't think there was anything going on here. You scroll, keep your P speed, and do a 6-tile jump at the end. This one was just silly. I don't think there was anything going on. Yeah. Very amusing level. Yeah, here you just do the trick and then And then you hold up for like 10 minutes. And after that you... Ah, no, you have Yoshi. You have Yoshi, right. Ah, and you can't get into the pipe. That's why this is here. That's why this is here. That makes a lot of sense. I completely forgot that you have Yoshi, so you don't actually have to do that trick after the 255, which convenient and appreciated. I just completely forgot about that again. Yeah. In a Tools playthrough, a very silly obstacle. That 255. Here you just juggle. Yeah. You just do it. Do you double grab here? Ah, no, you set up the triple eat by putting both Yoshis on top of each other. That makes sense. And then you use the invisible Yoshi. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't remember what I did. I think I might have just gotten one Yoshi and then grabbed the shell by jumping down. Is that what I did? I don't remember. But yeah, you just do this. You just do it. It's just a triple eat. What level was this? Oh. It's just a very hard mid-air key jump P-switch. P-switch. Sure. I definitely did this a lot slower and key surfed. But I guess RTA, this trick makes a lot more sense. That one was just a single key surf, which with tools not difficult. Without tools a very different story. This one's just silly. It's basically getting over it. I tried this like twice, legitimately, but nah. And you just have the... It just gets like really dense up here. Very funny level. I don't want to do that RTA. But I guess you can get pretty consistent at it. So here I'm curious. Winter Crest. What level is this? See. It seems like a slide setup. Right, it seems like a slide setup, which explains why this is here. Because you're not supposed to do a pause strat to get into the door. That makes a lot of sense. How do you keep that though? Apparently you just... Wait, this is really funny. Wait. Really? That's, that's awesome, actually. Wait, you do a mid-air, but you can't press left or right, so you use the shell, the fish to turn around, and that still works. I guess you just let go, and you kick it by letting go. That's incredible. And then you just have to get hit here. Yeah, it's really funny. I guess you can just make it. Ah, Starlight Village. I think here you just... This is another level that you... where you just do it. Oh, right. Right, you do the funny pressing down and then right while facing left. Oh, and then you can... Right, right. You don't just do it. I forgot that was a thing. Okay, that makes sense. I knew that was a thing, I just completely forgot about it. Here I'm curious. Wait. Oh. Wait. Seriously? Wait, what? So you do get four. You do get 4 coins out of this block? Wait, 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 wait. This is not okay. 24. Or is that just used to get 3 coins? Th- This is a really questionable use of that lava. I guess that's why it's this far over. This is like the most puzzly level in the entire hack. Like, definitely the most puzzly level. It's really neat. I'm curious what the intended solutions here. Like, if you can get this Cooper, I feel like you can get. I feel like you can do a lot though. I mean, I guess all these coins. This. Huh. This coin, you don't. Louis already mentioned it that you don't have to do that. Max height midair. That's messed up. Because you lose your shell as well if you mess that up. But okay, that also explains this block. Because I was kind of thinking about doing this here with the shell. Uh, I guess I should check the video if it even happens. But I'm guessing I guess you only use it for 3 coins. Yeah, but you can absolutely use this thread to get 4, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you can just, yeah. Oh, right, and that's that's really cool. Because that shell is a double hit shell, which is technically a winged Cooper in the stun state. When a Cooper enters it, it becomes a winged one. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you do only use it to get 3. I'm pretty sure you can get 4, which lets you skip 1 coin. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, that's what you do. That's the setup. I see. That explains that block over there. And here you just... Pretty sure you just do it. Right? Yeah. I think the other coins I did the intended way. Yeah. Because it loses its Y speed when you hit it. Again, because Wing Cooper. And I guess you just wait here. You do sure just wait here. Ah, then you keep it there. Makes sense. 25. Stick it in there. Get it over. I was held for 3 frames. It doesn't guarantee the setup, does it? Maybe it does. I don't think it should, though. Huh. Maybe it's more lenient than I think. Or maybe Louis just got lucky. That was a really cool level. The goddamn lava trick to get a Cooper, though. I would, like, probably never have thought of that. That's so mean. Because the lava is clearly there for something else. It's to prevent the shell to get up there. But you can just use it for that. Oh yeah, here I'm also curious. Gesundheit. What the? What? I mean, the thing that I did, Whirlpool Town, what is that? 11, probably. Yeah. The thing that I did there, I guess that explains the vine here. Yeah. I have no idea what happened here. I'm guessing this is exactly one screen over, yeah? And column 3. I guess when you get hit and immediately let go, for some reason it gets sent over here. That's weird. I feel like I might have seen that before. I feel like I might have seen that before. Actually, I think that happened to me in Lack of Control. Yeah. I don't remember what exactly causes this or how exactly it works, but I vaguely remember the way I ran into it in Lack of Control was that I triggered it, and the way I handled the code in there is, well, there was a bug, let's just say that, but when a sprite was outside of the level, it crashed the game, and occasionally picking up a throw block would just crash the game. I think that's what happened in Lack of Control, and I was very confused, and when I debugged it, it turned out that the sprite was just teleporting out of the level, and it being out of the level just meant that another bug crashed the game. Um, so yeah, that was very funny. It it wasn't actually a bug. It was the fact that I think it was just the fact that I set the screens to more than there were in the level, which caused sprites outside of the level to be able to interact with tiles outside of the level, specifically outside of the level, um, outside of the Map 16 table, like the level tile data, and that just, I don't remember if it caused a crash or just a soft lock. Either way, that's how I found that out. Unfortunately, I don't remember the details about how that glitch actually worked. I believe it was just that something isn't set. I think it I think it was just that the high byte is not set. And normally what happens is you pick up the throw block, it spawns, and immediately after it teleports to you because you're holding it, because it's in the grabbed state. I think that's what normally happens, and that's why you don't really notice that. No, it was even more stupid. I think it was using the wrong RAM address to set the high byte. I really wish I could remember. I'm not going to check the code, but I think there was a simple tweak. Actually, I can just. I think there was a tweak here somewhere. Um, throw block. Yeah, this one fixes throw blocks spawning with the wrong X high position, which can result in them interacting with blocks off screen for one frame, which usually results in water splashes if buoyancy is enabled. Yeah. Do I have? I don't have that one on. Well, um, I guess I'm looking into this after all. Please load already. Thank you. There you go. Right. It takes RAM Mario X pos high indexed by X, which should not be indexed by X. This should just be an LDA, normal one. It's a really funny oversight. Well, good game. That's okay, and then it just puts it there. Then you just have a swim over a death block, because why not? Might as well throw that in. I'm guessing this I did the intended way. Well, intended way. I'm guessing HF pointed out the intended way afterwards. Yeah. You do the middle inputs. And then it just works. And then you scroll down. Yeah. That took me so long to figure out. By which I mean I never really figured that out. I'm guessing it's just a frame perfect. Yep. That makes sense. Oh! That's that's cool. You can stay on Yoshi while spin jumping. Does that actually get you higher than what I did though? I guess it gives you more distance because you don't start from a standstill, which means you can jump off earlier, which means you do get a little bit more height than the strat than from the strat that I did. That's wild. Huh. There's two ways to keep spin jump while not getting off Yoshi that I learned from this. I wonder if it's the same technique. Just the fact that 9D is set, I I guess just the fact that 9D is set triggers it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I would guess that, but that's my theory. Huh. Yeah. My strat just worked in the end, luckily, because I don't know if I would have figured that out. But that's really interesting to know. Yeah, and here you do the opposite. I did figure that out. Oh. Interesting. I did do that correctly. What are you doing here? I guess just setting up the eat. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Mhm. makes sense. I mean, uh, minus the item swap, I did that the intended way. At first I thought that you would get hit here, and that's what you use, but A, that would be an awful way to set that up, B, uh, that doesn't work. I don't know why you wouldn't just grab the throw block on Yoshi though. It seems much easier. Yeah, the rest I did the same way. This is also neat. I didn't know that was a thing. These platforms just keep doing their thing. This level was also really cool. What do you do here? Right, I guess that's just possible. What I ended up doing is going down first, duplicating the mushroom, then going back up, which took forever, but worked. And I guess you can just do it from the get-go. That makes sense. I mean, I figured that would be possible. Then you have to time this. Hmm. That timing at the end is slightly rude. Did you just make it with a duck? You did. Huh. I tried that, I couldn't make it. And I'm guessing that started the spin jump. Yeah, you're pressing A here, but down to not get kicked into the spikes. That makes sense, I just did left right. Which is actually interesting because you're in spin state, but also ducking, hitbox wise. So I guess you're ducking while spinning. In this state. I'm kind of curious, what happens if you... It's this one. What happens if you... So spinning right now, right? Yeah. But I'm also ducking. I just immediately get kicked out of ducking. That makes sense. That makes sense. And here you just play the game with fishes. I wonder what the red Koopa is used for though. Ah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, and then you don't need to. Right, because that allows you to turn the fish around here one more time, which gives you a lot more distance. What I did is use the puffer fish to get up here, and that means I can't use it up here to turn the fish around again and push it further to the right. That makes a lot of sense as a setup, and it's gonna make this a lot easier as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I figured that out. After doing my very stupid thread, I've eventually figured that out as well. You can just make that? Seriously? I tried that for so long. I just couldn't make it. But I guess you can just make it even without hyperspeed. Wild. And you wall jump. And then you hyperspeed over there. Or to the right, I guess. I did it to the left. Yeah. Here the main thing that got me stumped was getting the shell. But I'm guessing once you get the shell, there's nothing else going on here. You're still moving up, and that's where you can grab it, even though you're spinning and are definitely above the shell. But yeah, that means you can just grab it. And then you throw it there. Interesting setup. And then you just do it. Makes sense. Okay, that's just what I did, but far more optimal. That's the only 11. That's the only 11? What? That's the only level I did RTA. And the only one I'm gonna try RTA. The rest can leave me be. So here I'm interested because what I think would be happening is it somehow sets the bounce bounce chain address. I don't know which one that is, but I'm guessing there's some way to set it using the throw block. And yeah, that would have been it. I should have. I mean, I was just too lazy to look into this. I'm pretty sure I would have figured that out now that I've seen the other levels and how that, like especially the last level, which basically required this again, but with a setup for but with a setup for with a Cooper here. So I knew it just had to be set somehow. And I guess the trick here is actually more focused around this one, more so than, um, you know, this one again. But yeah, that makes sense in hindsight. And then you just don't die here, which is interesting. And you just do it. Funny zip. This I hated. I just, it's insane to me that uh, that this was done RTA. Like for one, I just don't know how you can get P speed with any sort of consistency. But also even then, like unless you do, like, unless Louis does something different here, I'm assuming this is just gonna be keeping P speed and doing a wall clip here, which is so many frame perfect inputs after just the worst P speed setup ever. Like, just why? I don't like it. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, you keep building up P speed here. Okay, that makes sense. So that solves one issue I had with this. And then you can build up new P speed here. Okay, you don't need to keep it. That makes it a little bit easier. Right, and you don't need to keep... Okay, well, I guess I take this back. Okay, I take everything back. You don't actually need to keep P speed everywhere. I was just being silly. I do not take everything back because I still absolutely hate this setup. Like, this is awful. Like, the P speed setup is awful. But I guess I can see how this is done RTA now. Now that I see the RTA strat, yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't realize, like, the main thing I didn't realize is that you can just retry this. You have infinite tries at this. What I thought, and why I thought this was completely unreasonable, was because I, for some reason, had in my mind that you have to keep P speed all the way, can't lose it at any point, and then have exactly one attempt at this, which, yeah, that's unreasonable. But yeah, you can just do it here again, and there seems to even be a setup for it. So I do take that back. I thought this was much more unreasonable than it actually is. That first setup is still awful. I will not take that back. I hate that. I would not have been able to do that without the script. Or I wouldn't have wanted to do that without the script. I don't know if I would have been able to. But yeah, that makes sense. This one, I'm pretty sure I also broke. What actually happened here? Oh, you do the flip turnaround. Like the midair inputs to kill it and keep the Goomba. I don't know. That's fair. I just speedran it. Which of course was not the intended way, but go figure. That was a lot going on. That was a lot going on. This was like the second level, a very early level that I played. There was so much going on there. Wait. What I did was get on the cloud here and then jump up here. I guess what you were supposed to do is... you were supposed to use the spinning shell to jump up here. That makes sense. And I guess that saves a lot of time because I was waiting for this shell and then I was hitting this guy. Actually, never mind. This barely saves any time. I was already up here. Yeah, no, this doesn't save time. This is worse actually than what I did. Right, you land in the water too. I don't know, I feel like I tried that, but it didn't work as well for me. I guess I eventually got that as well, but yeah. Interesting setup for the first one. Right, and then this level is just you do it. Now here the thing is you somehow stop the camera from scrolling up, which I didn't actually fully understand what happened there. Huh, interesting. I don't remember if that's what I did. I feel like it isn't, but also it kind of must have been. So you just stop for a frame. So you just stop a little bit early. Yeah, so that the camera doesn't scroll. Oh. And this one I absolutely do not understand, but I guess it works. You just do the clip, and it didn't seem to be any strat for it here either. And and a good old 255 just to end it. It was different. It was different. I completely misread that. I'm glad I completely forgot about checking that again as well. Credits Azar Caro über SMW Vita Vilela. Retry Kevin, help testing HF, H Burley, Curtis, and the levels made by ChatGPT. I I'm upset that I didn't read that. Like I did not even it didn't even occur to me that this would have a different level, a different ID, and show different messages. I'm glad I'm watching this again because I completely would have completely forgotten to check that. I wanted to go back twice and I just forgot. That's a good message. It's also not even over at that point. Very funny. And I'm guessing here you adjusted the intended wine, even though it took forever. I'm curious if there's a better setup for the dupe. just fail to do that 500 times because it has to be a hard trick. No, I mean, I guess the point of that trick is it's not a hard trick. I don't know what I'm saying. It's absolutely not a hard trick. The point of the trick is that it's not that you just have to do it a couple of times so you can't just speed run it, I guess. Yeah, you do just do that. That makes sense. And you get a key, and then you... Right, you don't do it where the clouds are. Alright. Here I'm curious, I'm guessing... Oh, you do not do one. Never mind. That's interesting. That makes sense. I guess that makes more sense than what I did. I like my strat though. Well, that's the end. That was... I didn't watch everything, the entire video. Again, but... Why do I not have that liked? What a heck. That was really fun. I've learned a lot about... Um, well, what did I learn? There's a couple of tricks that I learned. It has definitely refreshed my memory of a lot of stuff. Again. It's still insane to me that anyone can do this RTA. Again, like the one level which I thought was unreasonable makes sense. I guess um, which I thought was unreasonable is a lot more reasonable than I thought, and that's good. um, but yeah, this level has a neat trick. I did not know about that. This one as well. I did know about this, I just completely forgot. I wonder what it's setting up here. Like what address is actually used. Depends on the slot, and I guess the slot would be 9876543 And I'm too lazy to look up what that is, but that's neat. I really like this. Even though the way I solved this was absolutely awful and just the worst, but it worked. This is a really cool trick. I like that. This one, nice cutoff. No. Why is this wiggler here? It's like just to distract you. It's definitely just to distract you. This one I'm slightly upset that I didn't think about. Silly level. Um, uh, the fan game jump. This one's funny because you defeat a boss, but end up not. It just stays unable to beat the level. I forgot about this trick. I knew about this trick, but I completely forgot how to trigger it, so I just jumped and tongued. I tongued to the left, but I completely forgot that you can hold down and right, or down left to get up. I didn't know about this chaining, like bounce chain thing at all. It's certainly not that you can trigger it with a throw block, but that's really interesting. Honestly, good to know. I mean, I don't actually know how good it is to know, but it is interesting for preventing like double, like dying on a sprite with two. It's an interesting use of it. I just did the wall jumps here and then a throw block jump and then one. Just a hard jump, just a hard jump, just a hard trick. The Yoshi fly to set this up was. I mean, I just did this. I didn't need to Yoshi fly. The dreaded turn off generators. It's the worst. Looking at you, Abyss. But yeah, here it's also using Yoshi Flight to set up this drop here makes a lot of sense for an RTA playthrough. But for tools, it's just like you just do this, right? You cape. No, I'm kidding, but man, I should not have. I don't know, I swear I tried getting over here and it didn't work, but whatever. That's just a zip, that's just a hard trick, it's a neat level. I really like this trick here. The way the Cooper just flies everywhere and then eventually lands here. That's neat. This is also a very cool level. I'm almost convinced that you can get 4 out of this block, but I don't know. I'm pretty convinced you can, but it would be very hard. Like getting 3 is already pretty difficult. And then here you just wait for the Cooper. It's really funny. I had the intro level. Oh, right, this is my test ROM. I like that trick here with the springboards, and I didn't realize you could just do it from here. That makes this a lot easier. And also, I didn't need to waste the springboard, which might have helped, might not have, whatever. It's just the intro again. There's a lot of setup. Honestly, kind of impressive how much stuff there is. Like, I assume this is the standard inputs, like not a recorded movie or anything. It's really amusing how you can just trigger so much stuff with that. Must have took must have taken a lot of timing or getting the timing down to build this. Which, considering that, it's honestly pretty simple overall. Like the setups aren't too complicated off screen. Very funny. What is this one? I don't know what this is. That was a neat level. this is just getting it. This is a funny use of um, getting hit on the bouncing here. The setup for this infinite lives farm is quite a thing. Oh yeah, actually, I wanted to check in the video, but uh, how did Louis set this up? Like specifically the ending. Okay, it is the same way I did it. Yeah. Of jumping into it from below. And just barely making it. I didn't realize that happened at all. I didn't realize that happened at all when I first played. But yeah, this life farm is very amusing. Is a very amusing setup. Hard level. Didn't know how to do this. Got stuck there forever. Silly level. This was also neat. Again, I've never seen that. I just completely broke this. I have no idea how to do this. That was fine. This level took me forever as well. Yeah, there's layer 3 water here. I'm not sure why. I wonder if that's relevant. This is also a funny one. This is also a really cool trick here to make use of them, for especially the ducking under the coins that get stuck here, just to have this guy not get in your way. And then the root ending, where you have to time it. That is neat. This one I just completely broke, but the setup is interesting. I have no idea what my problem was with this, but it just didn't work properly. That's when I figured out. Here you could definitely just dupe up and go to the ending. I don't know what the fastest way here is. Probably just Yoshi up here. Uh, this was also a really cool trick, even though I did not figure that out at all. The intended solution for this is neat. I did not remember. The fact that you do not reset, that speed does not reset when you touch a sprite or grab a sprite and when it wakes up, that I never really consider that. I know it's a thing, I just always forget about it. Is this a full uh, vertical level? This is not a vertical level, is it? No, it is. It really is just a full vertical level. Wild. Huh. I guess you're unlikely to miss any of them. Yeah, I don't think you can miss any of them. Interesting placement though. Ah, The only RTA viable level. That was interesting. Oh yeah, this puzzle. I talked with Louis about it later, or he messaged me, and then we talked about it for a bit. Turns out you don't do what I did. I'm not gonna say what it is because it's not included in the clear video. But I mean, of course it wasn't what I did. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you get the yellow switch, you can just corner clip in here and beat the level with just the yellow switch. Still an interesting use of like getting this and doing it multiple times. That was a level. Oh yeah, I never went back to this level as well. I guess I can do that quickly. You can do it. I believe in you. No. There you go. Right. Eh. Okay. In an alternate reality, Mario falls victim to the bonus game soft lock. He escapes, yet he is doomed to return forever. Colon 3. I guess that's a reference to the fact that Mario actually technically starts on a sub-world here. But that never happens because you start with a message box, so you actually start over here on the same position. Because this 122 is the infinite bonus game, which leads to 1F0. Wait, can you trigger this? This is stuff I've... It seems like actual level. Wait, why is there still so much level? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's how you... Wait, can you go there? Am I still not done? Hold on. Wait. Wait. I'm not doing that today, but I guess there's more stuff here. Except I don't actually know how to get there. I might know. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm never done with this hack. I am forever not done with this hack. Oh my god. Okay. I am not doing that right now. Oh, that's really funny though. I... Okay. I guess I'm doing that. Next time. And... Yeah. Just gonna keep looking at all the levels though, just to finish this off. Is there anything else I want to say about this? GG. But I just realized that I'm not done. uh, right, these are all the special levels. I'm not gonna look at them. I'm gonna figure those out then. It, this is a fun hack. I'm enjoying this hack. Can't believe there's still more. Good hack. Very good hack. But yeah, I'm done for today. I don't know how long the rest is gonna take, but I guess we'll find out next time. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot. Thanks for watching. I guess I'll finish the next time. Can't believe I'm still saying that. Anyway, I'm done. Goodbye.